Good morning, Warriors. Back with another episode of Vigor Warriors 2 and the 1% Club. Hope you guys are doing well this morning. This is November 4th, 2022, and it just turned a little bit light. I think I'm under a bunch of lights here. It's kind of dark this morning, but I wanted to kind of do one and kind of knock it out a little bit and see if we could try to go for an idea. I have lots of topics, and I want to thank you guys. We are doing wonderful when it comes to topics and a lot of things to talk about. I'm just completely amazed at how well the channel is doing as far as keeping up with topics and having a lot of topics and a lot of responses. I think we're over 750 subscriptions, so it's nice to see that you guys are very much interested in this topic and that information we're providing does help a few people. So I see a lot of good comments with that. So shout outs real fast to King Uche. Giovanni, thank you. You made some good comments, my friend. I appreciate those. We'll focus on some of those as we go along. Fresh Start, again, thank you. Aaron, thank you very much. Tyrone had a good comment I'm going to actually focus on a little bit today. We're going to do a short one here before I actually go into class, but we're going to focus on something that is important to kind of realize. We're not really talking about just physical attraction. We talk about retention and the benefits of all that. We're really talking about your ability to attract people to you. I call that social attraction. And so what I mean by social attraction is that the fact that you draw people, you become approachable as a person. And this provides all kinds of opportunities when talking about success. We're talking not only about success with relationships, we're talking about success with people in general. And once you become successful with people, your opportunities will become immense. They'll just continue to grow as you go along. It could be in the business world, it could be in relationships, it could be in teams, it could be in families. All of these things change because you're holding your nutrients in, you're using self-control, you're using self-discipline, and as a result of that, you're able to command more things around you to help you succeed in the goals you're looking for. But you can't have your goal as just chasing women around. You got to have your goal as doing something that's going to help mankind. I would prefer to have something that you can do that to help people. Now, even if you're more on the selfish side, which a lot of people tend to be nowadays, you're still going to achieve better success by focusing on those type of goals, focusing on the things that you want to achieve. Now, I think the more, in my personal opinion, the more you do for other people, it creates a win-win because you succeed only when they succeed. And if you can help people succeed, my book, you're going to end up succeeding too. But if you look at it just from a pure stance of what I want to achieve, the more you're focusing on your goals, the less you're focusing on the women around you or the men around you, and the less you're going to be kind of distracted by all that kind of stuff. And so as we talk about these type of things, and this is what Tyrone was mentioning in his comments, that there's a lot of other levels of success you can have when it comes to retention. And that's very true, because once you become approachable and you have that type of charisma, which a lot of it comes from that retention, you're talking about enthusiasm, charisma, dynamic personality. These type of things come in part because of the retention. And a lot of times people can still have some of this without retention, but they quickly lose a lot of their energy. If they lose a lot of their energy, they're not going to maintain that level of dynamic personality if they've lost their energy. So it really goes back down to energy. It goes back down to keeping your nutrients. You want to be at full strength. I always look at hockey sometimes when they have a penalty and the shorthanded people. The one team is shorthanded by a player, and all of a sudden they become less effective, and they can actually be scored upon by the other team who has one more player. They're playing with not a full strength team, and that's the same thing we're talking about when it comes to your energy. You're not at full strength. And because of that, you're not going to attract people. You're not going to draw people like you normally would. And you're going to struggle when it comes to some of the basic types of things. And so this is why depression sets in, anxiety sets in. I think certainly the way to overcome that is to basically have retention and go on a self-discipline plan where you're trying to kind of become the best person you can become. Now, I know this because I spent a lot of times in depression, anxiety, things like that over the years, and a lot of it's related to the things we're talking about. It's being able to kind of deal with it. So anyway, so this is going to be a short one because I wanted to kind of mention something, and I've got to run into class here. But again, Tyrone, a shout out to you, my friend. I want to kind of talk about the fact that there's a lot of other success levels that you can have. And maybe I'll talk a little bit longer on this while I have a chance here. But the idea that you can make money is really a strong idea, because you're going to focus your goals and focus your energy on your goals. And if your goals is really to go ahead and kind of make money, you're going to do that. This happened to me many, many times in different situations where, you're attracting opportunity. Now, not everybody is going to be attracted to you, of course, because you're going to have people who are jealous. They're going to be people upset as they see you and they look at you. But most people are going to be highly attracted to you, and then they're going to be around you. So I saw this yesterday where this young lady just could not, stay too far away from me. And she wanted to hug several times, and she was always non-verbally right next to me. And so, and it's hard. I mean, women know, whether you're even married or anything, they cannot help that to be attracted. This is what we talk about, that Dracula curse. Not curse, but a Dracula hypnotic state, right? I mean, some of that is kind of made up for the movies, but the idea is still there, that you can put people in hypnotic stages because they see this energy. Now, one of our viewers said it could be God, and they see God in you, and that's very possible. I think it was Charles, or somebody said that, and we'll kind of focus on it at a later type of video. But yes, it's very possible they see God's light in you, and they can't do anything but stare. But regardless of the reason, they're staring. And regardless of the reason, they're highly attracted to you, and they want to be near you. So obviously, if you think about this logically, if they want to be near you, then they're going to also provide opportunities to be near you. And that may be getting jobs, providing money, all kinds of stuff to you for things that you're doing. Because what you're providing to them is a shining light, a power that they're drawn to. And as a result of that, people have this reciprocal nature that they're going to give back to you. And so if they feel like how you make them feel. And we go back to studies and research and relationships with people and all this kind of stuff, is that a lot of times it's people who tend to be very strong and they relate to people very strongly. They're the ones that become very attractive because they provide that attraction. It's how a person makes you feel is one of the key things about whether or not you're attracted to that person or not. If that person makes you feel very, very, pretty or attractive or worthwhile, then you're going to want that person around. And that source of energy draws you like a magnet. So, all right. Well, anyway, it's a short one. I've got to run into to teach, but you guys have a great day today, November 4th. This is Friday. I'll try to do one if I can later on, or at least over the weekend. Until next time, guys, thank you for all the comments. Continue working hard. Keep battling on. And you guys have a great day. Battle on, my friends. Battle on.